if my mother or father just went into my phone and just
Yeah, there was like sophomore year, there was a little bit of I was angry. I'm not gonna lie, I was angry. On top of that, I didn't mention that my parents took me to a therapist for yeah.
woof,
Yeah,
woof.
they did.
Oh
And
my
that's
gosh.
something, we don't talk about it because obviously it didn't work.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
wasted their money, but it's something, it happened, it happened. And obviously my younger brother didn't get that. He didn't get that. I did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like kind of the thing, like he got the better end of the stick, so to say, but it happened, and it's just one of the things, like,
Mm-hmm.
didn't work, still not gonna work. So
it's
that's
like
that.
it's like no, no.
It's not.
What's your brother's name?
Edwin.
No, Edwin. You just no. All right.
I can say
I had to go to therapy for this shit.
yeah, I can say
Right?
like my younger brother had it easy.
Yeah.
He had it way easier than I did.
Oh. Okay. Uh, siblings. Uh,
They're funny.
they're awesome.
They're funny. They're funny.
Oh. Um. Yeah, I have three of them. Younger brother, two older sisters, uh, and well, they're all straight except for me. But um, I love it. I love it. Like I think they, if I remember right, when I came out, it was like they FaceTime. They're like, oh, they're so excited. They FaceTime
Oh my
Christina,
god.
my oldest sister, and it's like like making it like a excitement thing, and I was like, yeah, okay. But like they're awesome. They're awesome. You gotta love them, but at the same time, I know the feeling of just like
It's like my life.
listen,
Yeah.
listen. You, you say this, but you don't understand. Kind of thing.
Exactly.
Like
My older brother will make jokes, and me and my younger brother, because we understand the slang, we're like, no, no, kid, no, no, don't, don't say
I
anything.
I love. Well, it, I don't want to slam my brother. Do not want to slam him, but it's just like this one time I was just like this. The last time I spoke to him was like because he's stationed in Hawaii.
Hmm.
He calls up and I don't even know why. I think he got confused about wow, someone's upset or something about something. It just like it made it sound like something else. It was like he just starts going off like, "You need to be a man. You need to be a man.
Oh my
You need to
god.
be a man." And I'm just like, yeah, you really don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
But I was just like, yeah, mm-hmm. I need to be a man. Uh huh. Yep. And it was just like I have Violet, my niece, just coming up to me and just like, oh, just, I'm like, it's like it was weird. I was upset, but at the same time, it's just like at this time it was more like not anger, it was more like upset. Like I wanted him to understand,
Hmm.
and for him to say like, you need to be a man was just like it kind of felt let down, if you will.
Yeah, I've had similar certain situations, but like as far as like teaching your family and
You
understanding,
honestly, I don't feel you can, right?
you can try. It's up to the individual to really like let themselves be more open-minded about a thing.
Maybe if you live with them, but I don't live with any of them,
Oh, okay,
and
so
none of
yeah.
them live. The only my mom and dad live together, and then my sister's married. My other sister, she has two kids.
Mhm.
Uh, okay, no, it's like my sister's married with two kids. The other one has two kids, and then my brother is married with two kids, and so we're all just spread out,
Wow.
and I feel it's like because we're so spread out, if maybe if we not just that, but like even if they were nearby, because at this point, I mean, whereas when you were younger, maybe you could teach them, but like I feel like at this point it's like
Yeah, you either don't or you either do or you don't.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, I see what you're saying, though.
I have, there's sometimes where, I have to talk to my mom and explain to her about some of the things, especially like with labeling or like understanding between sexual orientation and identity are two different things. You can't associate with those two. That's definitely, I know that's a difficult, sometimes I like would tell her things and, I wouldn't yell at her. I'd be like, this was the right way. No, there'd be some times where I'm like, Mom, this is this. And she'd be like, oh, but it's not that. I'm like, no, Mom, it isn't. And there's like, most helpful thing is that if there was a character in a movie or like if there was, or in a cartoon, I'd be like, hey, Mom, this is this character. And then she would assimilate it. And then boom, it would just instantly click for her what it was.
Because she could better understand.
Yeah, because she would understand the character. And I think that's like the beauty.
That's actually genius.
Yeah, that's the beauty of like, now is that, because of how things are more progressive, things now are like trying, the good thing about things being more progressive is that, more content, more LGBTQ content, more, like LGBT characters within movies, within like
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Much love.
Man, if nobody caught that in that episode, I don't know what.
Let's move on to stuff like that, like to TV shows and movies and stuff. The SpongeBob thing. People have just. I've heard people just go off about it. I'm just like, let him. Like what? You're going to still watch the show. It shouldn't bother you who he is. He's still SpongeBob.
Exactly.
On top of that, how did you not know?
I know, as a child, and I'm like, as a child growing up, I was like, man, there's just some things that were so obvious to SpongeBob, but I was like, that's the beauty of that character.
You know what they needed? You know what they needed? Is a character like my mom. Just like, see you later when you're straighter. Just to get my head.
But stuff like that, it's I think when I kind of like realized how they were able to be fluid with SpongeBob, and I think a lot of people, like, I was just telling him earlier that, one episode that really was obvious to me, not on his identity, but of his sexuality and how feminine he was, and how, like, was when he was babysitting the clam.
Yeah.
And how Patrick was, like, the man. He would go to work, come back tired, and SpongeBob would be doing, like, multiple things, feeding the baby, and, like, vacuuming and cleaning the diapers, like...
Literally, like, at least that should have told him.
Exactly. How, that SpongeBob is a beautiful character.
Oh.
Beautiful character. Just amazing. SpongeBob's amazing.
You were also telling me about Hollywood?
Yes! Hollywood, the Netflix series. It's about racism, discrimination, and, what these characters went through. I don't want to spoil it or not, but, there's a series in the part where,
If I think of the right one, one lives in a pineapple under the sea, But just kidding.
No, but like the quick like thing is that one of the characters, he's an African American man who's gay, and another one's a Caucasian man, and he's gay, and they're dating, and they go to this party, and this party is exclusively for gay men, and because of their differences, because of their job, they're not supposed to be seen together. And one of the breakthroughs that I thought was amazing was that, the Caucasian man was like, you know what? I'm going to set my foot down and I'm going to be proud to be with the black man. And I'm proud to be with the gay black man. And I'm proud to be gay. And it was just so beautiful. Like, that instant clip of that series just spoke to me. And it's just like, wow, that's so beautiful, so amazing, and these characters, like, the whole show is beautiful, but those characters resonated with me, like, very powerful.
Netflix does a good job of storytelling, and I bet you
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but just knowing their work, they have a way of just. I imagine it'd be one of those movies. It's just like it's not just the script, but it's also the atmosphere and
The character
the
development.
character development.
Hmm.
So, it's definitely going on my list.
I loved it. I loved it. That was my show. Had a good ending too. So.